From geography to history, plants and animals, science, and so much more. This is Mike Butler, and welcome to This Day's Trivia from Bison Podcasts. Each episode, we dive into 5 unique trivia topics, all tied to today's date. And our trusty randomizer wheel will pick one of those topics for the episode. Get ready for 16 fast-paced trivia questions with just 5 seconds between each question. Perfect for testing your knowledge solo or with friends and family, at home or on your next road trip. So buckle up. It's time for this day's trivia. Today is December 6th. Get out your pen and paper to tally up your score. It's time for this day's trivia. Here we go. Topic number 1, it is believed that on December 6, 1534, Spanish conquistador Francisco Pizarro occupied the city that is now known as Quito, Ecuador. Founders' Day, this day, is marked by a week-long celebration of the occupation of this land that eventually led to the stripping away of cultural tradition that already existed on this land and a replacement with Spanish colonial rule. Topic number 2, Roy Orbison died on this day in 1988, at only 52 years old. Born in Vernon, Texas, in the USA, Orbison went on to become an important figure in rock music, known for his wide vocal range and his ballads about loneliness and heartache. He did some of his earliest recordings in the mid-50s at Norman Petty's studio in Clovis, New Mexico, of all places. You can go and visit the studio still, as of this recording. Topic number 3, American serial killer Carroll Eddie Cole was executed by lethal injection this day, 1985, in the U.S. state of Nevada. This was the first person executed in the state since 1979. Cole was convicted in Texas of strangling 3 Dallas women in 1980. He at one point told his psychiatrist that he had killed 35 people total. He received 2 injections of Valium, the last one 10 minutes before he was escorted into the death chamber. Topic number 4, December 6th is St. Nicholas Day, a Christian feast day. Some countries celebrate the night before. In parts of Northern Europe, this day remains a time when children are given gifts, cookies, and candies. In some areas, children leave letters for St. Nicholas, who was a 4th century bishop of Myra in present-day Turkey. He is one of the patron saints of children and of sailors. Topic 5, Happy National Gazpacho Day. Why National Gazpacho Day, you might ask? So did Los Foodies magazine, which then goes on to explain that this soup, which today is a cold tomato soup, has origins dating back to Greco-Roman times when it was a combination of bread, garlic, salt, olive oil, and vinegar. The soup has gone down quite a journey over the years and is now associated with Spanish cuisine. Today's topic will be St. Nicholas. St. Nicholas, a 4th century bishop of Myra in present-day Turkey, is celebrated worldwide for his generosity and compassion, although the actual details of his life are obviously hazy. His legacy has inspired various customs and traditions across different cultures. Here are 16 trivia questions to explore the history and global customs associated with St. Nicholas. Question number 1, which European country refers to St. Nicholas as Sinterklaas? Answer, the Netherlands. It is believed, actually, that the name Santa Claus comes from this word. Question number 2, it is said that Nicholas inherited his wealthy parents' fortune and then gave it to whom? Answer, the poor and the sick. Question number 3, Dutch tradition says that in December, St. Nicholas sometimes comes to visit by this means of transportation, fitting for the patron saint of, well, the people I mentioned earlier. Answer, fitting for the patron saint of sailors. He sometimes comes by ship. Question 4, the American Santa Claus became a symbol of generosity following this war, as American troops dressed as Santa gave away food and toys to children in war-torn Europe. Answer, World War II. This was the first time for many in other parts of the world to be exposed to American Santa Claus. Question 5. Speaking of American Santa Claus, much of what we consider him to look like nowadays can be attributed to what major company's popular magazine ads starting in the 1930s? Answer: Coca-Cola. In 1942, Coke gave Santa a new friend, Sprite Boy. Sprite Boy appeared with Santa throughout the 40s and 50s. Sprite Boy was kind of creepy. He would say things like, "more for home," and "serve Coke at home." He really pushed home consumption of Coke. And of course, he supported the troops. Question 6. What is the frightening devil-like figure that accompanies St. Nicholas in Austria, parts of Germany, and some other Eastern European areas? Answer: Krampus. Question 7. A city in this country in southern Europe claims to house the relics of St. Nicholas brought there by sailors on the Mediterranean in 1087. Answer: Italy. In Bari, Italy, where you can go visit the saint's relics enshrined in the 11th century Basilica of San Nicola. Question 8. Which U.S. city, originally settled by the Dutch, incorporated Sinterklaas traditions that evolved into the modern-day Santa Claus? Answer: New York, aka New Amsterdam when it was a Dutch colony. The Dutch settlers' Sinterklaas traditions influenced the American Santa Claus, as mentioned before. Question 9. Over time, Nicholas extended his patron sainthood beyond children and sailors. He at one point in history became the patron saint of this Russian city on the Moskva River. Answer: Moscow, is how we say it in English. Oxford tells me that Moskva is the Russian name for Moscow. Question 10. In the UK, you may hear the subject of today's episode being called Father what? Answer: Father Christmas. You may hear that in other places too. I've heard that here in the States. Question 11. St. Nicholas Day is called Nikulden in this country in southeastern Europe, on the western shores of the Black Sea, where you will most likely be eating a lot of fish on St. Nicholas Day, like the traditional meal of stuffed carp. Answer: Bulgaria. Remember the whole patron saint of sailors thing. He's also the patron saint of fishermen, at least in Bulgaria. Question 12. Which country in Eastern Europe, north of the Black Sea, traditionally celebrated St. Nicholas Day on December 19th due to following the Julian calendar? Answer: Ukraine. However, since the Russian invasion in 2022, both the Ukrainian Greek Catholic Church and the Orthodox Church of Ukraine, representing most Christians in that nation, switched to the new liturgical calendar with St. Nicholas Day on December 6th. Question 13. In which republic in southeastern Europe bordering on the Adriatic Sea is St. Nicholas known as Shenkoli and venerated by Catholics, Orthodox, and Muslims alike? Answer: Albania. Question 14. What fruit is traditionally associated with St. Nicholas and often placed in children's shoes or stockings as a gift? Answer: Oranges. Story goes, one day St. Nicholas, who wanted to help the poor in Turkey, learned of a shopkeeper who was poor and unable to find husbands for his 3 daughters, as he wasn't able to bribe potential husbands with money, also known as a dowry. The shopkeeper was proud and did not accept charity. However, one night, St. Nick tossed 3 bags of gold down the shopkeeper's chimney while they slept. The bag of gold miraculously landed right into each of the daughters' stockings that were hung by the fire to dry. The oranges are meant to represent the gold left in the stockings. Question 15. Throughout this country in Central Europe, with coastline on both the North Sea and the Baltic Sea, children leave their shoes near the fireplace or front door on the night of December 5th, hoping they will be filled with goodies by St. Nick overnight. Answer: Germany. Now for the tie-in round. Last episode was about big cats, specifically the cheetah. Now, I did my best to make this a tie-in, so go easy on me. The monastery of St. Nicholas of the Cats is located in Cyprus and is one of the oldest monasteries in the region. Tradition goes it was built under the patronage of this saint, not St. Nicholas, who was a Roman empress and the mother of Constantine the Great. One more clue, legend has it she was the one who found the cross on which Jesus Christ was crucified. Answer: Saint Helena. Believed to have lived from 225 to 330 CE. Her feast day is May 21st in the Eastern Church and August 18th in the Western Church. You can still visit this monastery built in the 4th century and be swarmed by adorable cats. That does it for another round of trivia. You know, for someone who's not religious, I still find all this stuff pretty interesting. I hope you do too. I'll see you soon. How'd you do? Write into the podcast to tell us your score, or if you have any suggestions, thisdaystrivia@gmail.com. Looking to add a touch of handmade charm to your life? Colorful Mind Crochet on Etsy is your go-to shop for unique handcrafted crochet items that bring warmth and personality to any space. Whether you're looking for stylish home decor, practical and cozy kitchen accessories, or beautiful wearable pieces, Amanda's creations are made with love, care, and attention to detail. Imagine sprucing up your kitchen with vibrant, handmade pot holders, decorating your living space with colorful, one-of-a-kind accents, or accessorizing your wardrobe with soft, cozy scarves and hats. Every item is thoughtfully designed to brighten your day and make everyday moments special. Ready to add some handmade charm to your life? Visit Colorful Mind Crochet on Etsy today. That's Colorful Mind Crochet, where creativity meets craftsmanship. That's all we have for today, but make sure to tune in every Monday, Wednesday, Friday for new episodes and new topics. Interested in ad-free episodes, bonus content, transcripts, and my sources for deeper dives into the topics? Looking for archived material from my previous podcasts, Get the Word, and the English sessions? Go over to patreon.com/Bison Podcast Studios and give us just $1 single for all of it. Patreon.com/Bison Podcast Studios. That's patreon.com/Bison Podcast Studios. Follow us on Instagram. Just search This Day's Trivia or Instagram.com/This Day's Trivia. Until next time, this is Mike signing off.